Good morning, good afternoon, evening, whenever you see this. I just wanted to come on today and mention a few things. I'm just going to start with a little chanting and some singing bowl to got beautiful morning sunshine coming in my window here. Bird songs. We're nestled right in the mountains here. Just gonna adjust the camera a little. That's better. Good morning. Sending you all lots of love. It is May 21st, 22nd, something like that. We'll see when the video gets up. Let's just take together 3 deep cleansing breaths. On each inhale, filling the body with a golden, warm, liquid-like light from head coming in through your crown, the head, top of the head, center. Like somebody's pouring a big vessel of golden liquid light down into a hole in the top of your head. And it's filling up every particle of your being down to your toes. You could kind of picture it oozing out the bottoms of your feet and forming a little puddle and a stream of golden liquid light around your feet. And the golden liquid light is swirling and awakening your body, awakening every particle of your being, warming it, relaxing it. And by now you may have taken 5 or 6 deep breaths, and that is great. Keep going. Deep cleansing breaths. All right. Ready to go. And so this morning I'm feel like I'm being asked to share with you a little bit about cold showers, what those are, and what they entail, and why they entail. I know that doesn't make sense, and I meant to say it like that. You'll find I like to play with language a lot, so bear with me. All right. So, basically, like, I remember, I think it was when my family moved to Ohio, so I was around 9, 10, 11 years old. I would, for the last, 2 minutes, I remember counting to at least 60 while I did it. It seemed like it was probably about 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute, of my showers every day. I was in the habit of a daily shower at that time. Now my routine's a little different because I like to establish a good skin microbiome. But back then I was in the habit of daily hot showers, and that was just something taught in my family, and that was taught to my mom and dad growing up, I think. But they encouraged daily showers. That's okay. I can talk later about a different way of bathing that I think is really, really healthy for our bodies. Anyway, at the end of my 5 to 10 minute hot shower, which seems like a long time, but I like to dawdle in the shower. You could ask my family about that. If they remember. And at the end, I would turn off the hot water and have only cold water, like as cold as I could get it, for a minute or two. And then I remember after my shower, I would sit on the side of the tub for 20 minutes. I would just sit there, wrapped in my towel. And that was it was a really sacred connection with the water. I maybe didn't realize fully at that time what that was about. But my family started to realize, I was doing that, sitting on the edge of the tub and doing cold water at the end, because I think I mentioned it a couple of times. They thought it was really weird. They were like, why would you do cold water? I started feeling a little weird about it, oh, okay, I'm not normal. And there's a real desire to be normal and to fit in a lot of children and growing up, especially we had just moved to a new place, and it's hard to fit in already, and you feel uprooted from everything you once knew. So anyway, I stopped doing those cold showers when I was young, and it's something that came back into my life in my early 30s. I discovered a form of yoga called Kundalini yoga, and the particular one that I was drawn to or that came into my life magically, was Kundalini yoga as taught by Yogi Bhajan, who is I'm sad to say, who's a very controversial figure, and I understand and have witnessed the controversy around him. He's been passed away now, maybe 14 years. I don't know the exact, but it seems like it's about 14 years now. And I never met him in the flesh, but I did meet him in spirit. And anyway, we can talk about that later too. So cold showers are a cornerstone in the Kundalini yoga you find in a lot of forms of lifestyle yoga, I would say, where it's not just a class you go to once a day or once a week or whatever. It's something you integrate into your life, whatever you're doing, whatever your work is, whatever your home is. You are encouraged to be vegetarian, which I already was, so that was no problem. That fit great. You're encouraged to have a daily practice, whatever that may look like. They have a suggested one. I call it morning sadhana. Sadhana has to do with daily practice, basically. A sadhana is a daily ritual or practice that you're committed to do every day. So in the traditional, I don't know how Kundalini yoga was taught, Yogi Bhajan wanted everyone to get up early in the morning, like 3:30. I never got into all the ritual and everything too much, guys. I'm just not like that. I'm not asking for any kind of cult experience in my life. I'm not asking for any kind of religious experience. What I want to do is have an authentic experience of my life, following my heart, wherever that brings me, whatever energies it brings me into. And I have a high intention for my life, and I have a purpose and a guiding principle that's set into my soul and that I follow. And I mean, not all the time. I'm a human being, hello. But yeah, so what I'm saying is I don't follow dogma and doctrine so much. And I grew up Catholic, so I know a lot about dogma and doctrine, and coming through that, the other side of it, I'm like, yeah, thanks, I've had enough of that. It was a great experience for me to grow up in Catholicism. I'm not going to deny that, okay? It's like, I used to describe it as like being in the cocoon and then emerging as the butterfly. It was a great cocoon to grow up in. I was exposed to spirit. I was exposed to God, creator, source. Of course, they call it God. They masculinize it. The spirit is Holy Spirit. And sometimes I still like to refer to spirit as Holy Spirit, but I know it's Holy Spirit, Great Spirit, Spirit. It's our ancestors' energy around us. It's our guides, guys. It's our higher selves pouring light on us every day. So, speaking of pouring light on you every day, pouring cold water on you every day, here's what it does for you. So, when Yogi Bhajan would ask people to get up at 3:30 in the morning, 3 in the morning, whatever, you'd start your sadhana around 3:45 or 4 in the morning. As a community, they'd get together and do it. When there's communities, you can do it on your own too. Anyway, basically, you first thing out of bed, you jump into the shower, ice cold water. Or, if you live by a lake or a stream, a river that's safe to swim in and get ice cold water, you go for it. But basically, that's what we're dealing with. I heard somebody at my bedroom door here, and it's Hound Dog. Should I let her in? Yes, I should let her in. Hey, baby, you want to come in? Oh. Okay, well, I won't keep you guys. So I don't know if she wants to come in. But I looked out, and I have a brooder full of chickens. It's this big metal tub, because we're raising chickens for eggs right now. And it just got some new chicks a few months ago. a month and a half ago, and they have to stay in the brooder for like 6 to 8 weeks before they go outside. So Hound Dog is in here now. Hi, girl. She's joined us. Oh, you gotta see her. Say good morning to the people. She's giving you the butt. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so those chicks are standing up on the edge of the brooder, clearly ready to go outside. I've been putting them outside during the day, just for a little bit of fresh air, sunshine. The chilliness helps them feather up a little bit. Anyway, the sun's becoming a little more bright and brilliant, so we'll get to it here. Cold showers, basically. Yeah, so ice cold water first thing in the morning out of bed. What does it do for you? It's supposed to reset your human computer. And, you know, think about it. What electronic device, and we are bodies electric. We're electromagnetic beings. We're energy beings who have a form that seems like solid matter, but is spinning energy. So we're all spinning energy. You hop in the shower and do the cold. It helps reset the computer for the day. And you know what they say, and like there was a British comedy that I loved watching for a little while about an IT department. Oh gosh, what was it called? I'll figure it. It's IT something. I'll figure that out later. You'll figure it out. You'll go look it up. Anyway, the phrase the one guy always says, people call from all over this high-rise office that they are the IT people who live in the basement of the office, basically, or work down there. Sometimes live. He always says, "Oh, did you try to turn it off and then turn it on again?" Did you try to turn it off and then turn it on again? When things aren't working in your life, you know, you might not want to take a cold shower every day. I've gone through a period being pregnant, having kids, nursing, where I've just felt like I want warm and cozy. I want warm showers. I'm not interested in the cold showers. Plus, I had this trauma, sort of. It seems silly a little bit, but it was traumatic for me to feel like I was different and didn't fit in. Of course, now I know there's lots and lots of people doing these cold showers, and it's not odd. It's actually like old yogic technology. You know, it's old ancient technology of getting your body tuned to exist in a fuller way. So yeah, and now anyway, the cold shower is a great tool if you're going through trauma recovery, feeling a little off, feeling like you need a reset. Try a cold shower first thing in the morning. I highly recommend it. It might really feel like pins and needles, but what you want to do is, I mean, you can start wherever you want. I know my ex-husband was a swimmer, and he said you put cold water on the, is that called the nape of your neck? The back of your neck, and your belly. And that kind of gets your body prepped for the diving into cold water. So before he would plunge into a pool of cold water, he would splash the cold water on the back of his neck and his belly. Maybe that would help you acclimate to the cold water. Otherwise, you know, put your arms in, put your legs in. It's going to be especially cold wherever you're especially warm. Belly, For women, at least inner thighs, it's like, ah. So I like to encourage you, rub briskly on your skin all over as the cold water is coming on you. When you get out of the shower, it only has to be a few minutes long. If you use a little soap, maybe just in key areas, whatever, just make sure you rinse it off, whatever. It's not really meant to be your getting clean routine, okay? It really is like meant to be your, you can take your, it's meant to be your reset. It's meant to be for your body, your nervous system. And getting clean, you can take a hot shower later in the day. I love to do that at bedtime is a great time. And that way you go to bed and you're clean and it feels great. You wash off the gunk of the day. Anyway, we can talk about that later. Cleansing. There's so much to talk about in that. Cleansing the body, cleansing the mind, cleansing the emotions. So, yes. Trauma. I have been going through a traumatic experience, and I will get into that and talk about that at some point with you guys. I'm at the tail end of, I say the tail end, I don't know where I'm at. I'm processing it still. And trying to be okay with the time it's taking to process it. But this morning, I'm still a nursing mama, and I have had babies, like 3 of them back to back almost, like for the first almost 7 years of my marriage. So I haven't really done the cold showers for a while, but I got up this morning and I was like, I need a reset. It finally hit me, like, I need a reset. And I did it, and I wanted to share about cold showers, because if any of you are going through whether it's trauma or just emotional hardship that's taking a toll on you mentally and physically, try the cold shower. Try that. And I know it sounds crazy, but try it. Sometimes our systems really need like a shock, and I don't know, I think getting back to like the state hospital system in the US, that they used to put people there that were having mental, psychological difficulties, or even just behaving differently from their family or from others. They'd sometimes be put there for treatment, and I don't know all the ins and outs. I never studied the history of that in great depth. I did study psychology in college, and we got into it a little bit. The state hospital system it's still around in a form, but it's not like it was with the sanatoriums, and I don't know. But I do think they would do a hydrotherapy, and I think maybe splash or hose patients down with like cold water, and it seemed really cruel. But this is a choice. It really is good for your nervous system, and I don't know, let me know how it works out for you after you've tried it every morning for 3 weeks. I don't want to hear back from you if you did it one day, and you could. That's fine. But don't say, I did it one day and I didn't like it, I'm never doing it again. You try it for at least 3 weeks. You try any new thing, any new habit or thing that may be beneficial for you for 3 weeks. And then you make a call of whether it's going to be beneficial for you or not. Because it takes about 3 weeks for your body to learn or unlearn any habit. Okay, last video I showed you all this black tourmaline. No, not black tourmaline. Black, it is black. I showed you this black sphere and kind of left you hanging on what it is. So I wanted to tell you that today. It's shungite from Russia. I wanted to share a couple other crystals with you too. I got some new ones off of Etsy, and I will share with you the shop. All right, sorry about that. My battery ran out. I knew it was getting low, but I decided to try to squeeze the video in anyway because it just felt like it was time to do it. But I took a little break there for 10-15 minutes, got enough of a recharge to get going again, at least for the last few minutes here, and took the chickens outside. They were dying to go out. They were all standing up on the edge of the brooder like, we want to go, we want to just jump out of here, because it's a beautiful sunny mid-spring morning here in eastern Tennessee, Appalachian Mountains, baby. So my 2-year-old woke up, so I got him going with a little bit of breakfast and everything. Wow, I did all that. And I found my green drink, so I'm drinking it's just barley grass. Yum. I actually do like the taste of it, but that's a kickstart for your bod in the morning. So, here's where I left off. This is a sphere I got on Etsy, and as I was saying, I will post the shop names that I shopped at for my spheres. I think they were all good. They all had really good vibes, the ones that I found. This is huge. I didn't want one this big, but when the shop vendor went to find the one that I had ordered, which was smaller than this is like baseball size. I've never had a gemstone sphere this big because I use them for massage and energy work on people, and they need to be able to roll around really good in the palm of my hand. This works. I've tried it out now on my husband and on myself, and it feels really good, so it's going to be fine, even though it's huge. This is called Serpentine. It has another word too, I think, or another name. I think it's called like chalcopyrite or something like that. But it's definitely called Serpentine. And isn't it just the most beautiful thing? And there was like a little bit of a sticker goo on it. There was no sticker, but there was the goo from some kind of sticker on it. And a little bit of citrus oil, essential oil, like orange or lemon, takes it off right away. Well, I found lime, and look at this baby. Doesn't it look like a slice of key lime pie? I mean, the color, you know, little whipped cream. I love key lime pie, by the way, but, and I love this crystal. I used lime. I put lime on an old cotton towel and like wiped it, and the sticky came right off. It's great. And it smelled like lime. It kind of still smells like lime, but not too much. I might have to rub a little more lime oil on this because that was just so magical. I like it though. It's a big sphere. My inclination would be to go smaller, but I think things happen for a reason. So yeah, the vendor sent me this bigger one that they had, and I said, well, okay, I'll try it. And I like it. It's a gentle releaser. It's got all kinds of great properties. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Serpentine. This is Peruvian turquoise. I wanted a turquoise sphere, and it's hard to get it to focus there. Peruvian turquoise is what came up. And it's just gorgeous. I love turquoise. I always have. It's been my favorite color since I could say turquoise. And maybe even before that. Yeah. So Peruvian turquoise. It's been helping me process grief. And there's, again, lots of great qualities. You can look those up. And I just wanted to share those two with you. I'm sure I'll introduce you to more crystals as time goes by. But for now, I think that's... Oh, and I see a big chemtrail across the sky here. They always seem to crisscross like around the sunshine. Like when we're going to have a particularly sunny day. You know, it's just one of those gorgeous days where everyone wants to be out. We live by a big spring-fed lake, so I know everyone wants to be out on the lake fishing and boating. And seems like that's when I see them the most. Chemtrails. Whatever that's all about, right? Cold showers does wonders for your body, your mind, and can really help you break out of patterns that aren't serving you in your mind and your emotions. Try it for 3 weeks every morning. Don't get up at 3:30 unless you love to. Get up when you usually get up. All right. I love you all very much. Thank you for coming with me on this journey. And I wanted to share with you too, you know, I think it's becoming increasingly important that we all, how to say it? Let me start this from another edge of the apple. We won't bite. Okay, I bit off on that end, but let's bite off on the other end now. Spirit, your guides, your higher self, ancestors, the Creator, Great Central Sun Source, the beings and helpers that are here for us right now in this transitional time on Earth. They're here, they're wanting to pour out support, and they are for many of us, and they want to do that for more people. They want to have more closer contact with you, with people, with us. And I know I said I'm going to start the channeling, and there's an extraterrestrial energy that wants to come through, and we'll see what happens with that. And as I said, that's going to be around right around summer solstice this year, and that I'll do that. And I have no idea what it is yet, but setting intention and energy around that, and we'll see what happens. And but for you, for me, for us ordinary folks in ordinary days, they are here. They want their messages to come through to help us, okay? So connecting with your guides, connecting with your higher self for guidance, ancestors, spirit, connecting with these sources of information for guidance. I would like to do a video or two, or maybe a series at some point, just so you know. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there. Planting the seed. Do a video series on connecting with spirit through the techniques I've learned from a shaman, and through the techniques I've learned from doctors and psychologists and parapsychologists, other helping professionals, alternative, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. People who use hypnosis to help people get into their spiritual DNA a little more. Okay, battery went out again. I didn't charge it for very long before. And I'm just a chatterbox this morning. Must have been that cold shower. So, anyway, we were just wrapping up, and I think the message for this morning has pretty much come through. And I'm looking forward to sharing with you information on how to connect with spirit, ancestors, your guides, your higher self, more and more, and to help that connection become more and more clear. Shamanic journey and hypnosis are both great tools for that, and I'll share with you how I've kind of combined those to, I think, provide a powerful tool for you to make that connection. So we'll do that here coming up this summer, probably, if not sooner, but I think it'll be in the summer time. All right, guys, blessings. Keep your heart strong and centered, and try those cold showers. Let me know how it goes after a few weeks. Love you. Bye-bye.